Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Fredericksburg National Stadium, and I thought this would be a pretty good spot to give you a one-year review of my V-Strom 650. I'm sure you guys already know how reliable this bike is, what the price range is, how crazy of a good deal this is for the amount of money you pay. And so I'm not going to be going into any technical specs or any of that, because I'm sure you know this is 2023 and this model has been around since 2017, I think, and with a couple of revisions in 2021, so I'm sure you guys are very familiar with all that stuff. I'm just going to give you my review of what it's been like for me, you know, owning this bike for the past year. So, you know, I entered this V-Strom scene pretty late in the game. I bought this bike brand new last year, and the following year, or this year, we get the introduction of the V-Strom 800 DE, and now the 800 RE, and I'm considering upgrading to one of those. I don't need to, I just want to, but I don't really know if I really want to. That's the other thing. I mean, this bike is great. It's got this torquey 650, you know, V-twin engine that we all know and love. Has been around for, man, you know, almost 30 years, and I like it. If anything, I would probably upgrade to the RE because it's more, you know, kind of touring oriented as opposed to off-roading, and I don't do really any off-roading at all. But I bought the base model. This is not even the XT model. This is the base model. Comes with the alloy wheels, tubeless tires, so you know you don't have to worry about any tubes if you get a flat. I did get the hand guards, I got the engine guards, and I got a center stand on this bike, which paid off because week one of owning this bike, I just forgot to, you know, kick it back into first gear when I got to a stoplight, and you know, just coming off of that light, I stalled the bike and tipped it over, guys. I mean, honestly, had I not gotten the hand guards and the engine guards, you know, I probably would have scratched up all the, you know, some of the fairings over here, and I'm very happy I did. You can see it took a little bit of damage over here and here, so yeah, I mean, I'm very happy with this bike. I'm kind of sad to think of even trading it because, you know, like I said, it's so reliable. Let's see how many miles I got. In 1 year, I've managed to put 3,717 miles. That's because I currently own two other bikes, but up until a month and a half ago, I owned 4 bikes total. So this bike would probably have close to maybe 12 to 15,000 miles if it were my only bike, but it's not, and so I cycled through all of my bikes. I had a 2007 Piaggio X9 500cc scooter, which I sold, and now I only have an SV650, which I'm going to give you guys a one-year review on another day, but and I also own a 2006 ZX6R, and I'm going to give you a one-year review of owning that as well. Even though it's a 2006 model, I've owned that model for just, you know, about a year. I've been riding it for about a year. I'm going to give you guys my perspective on what it's like to ride that old of a ZX6R in 2023. But back to this bike. I mean, what are your thoughts? Do you own a V-Strom 650? How long have you owned it?
Battery status.
And do you have the Gen 1, Gen 2, or the Gen 3? Are you considering upgrading? Should I upgrade? I mean, help me out, because you know, I could easily go and trade this in, or maybe just sell it on Marketplace, you know, just to get a little more for the bike, and then get me the RE. But man, I just don't know if I should, you know. I'm going to lose a little bit of money in the process, which at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, if this is what you're into, riding bikes and, you know, trying out new things. But yeah, let me know, why shouldn't I, or why should I upgrade to the RE or the DE? I don't do much off-roading, like I said, so the DE probably wouldn't be the one for me. It'd probably be the RE, but man, I'm kind of, like I said, it's bittersweet thinking of trading this bike. Kind gosh, I really like it. It is so comfortable. I've ridden probably almost 200 and maybe 50 miles a single day, which is nothing by comparison to other people who do 500, 600, 700 miles a day. The most I've ever ridden this thing in a day is about 250, and tell you what, I mean, I was very comfortable. I know people say that this isn't the most comfortable seat, and they're probably right, but it's not the most uncomfortable seat either. I mean, this is the stock seat, and it's just fine for 250 some miles that I rode in this thing. So I mean, it's just fine. I didn't even buy the panniers, the top box or any of that. I like the way this looks. I think eventually, if I'm going to keep this bike, I'm probably going to get them just when I do longer tours or whatever, longer trips. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know, how much I love this bike, and it's treated me well. I do maintain it myself. It's pretty, doesn't ask for much. I mean, you can lube the chain every 500-600 miles, check the fluids, it's just little basic maintenance, and it's crazy easy to change that oil. I mean, look how accessible that oil filter is right there. That oil filter is just, it just pops right out. I mean, and then changing the oil in this thing is a piece of cake. Just basic maintenance. I think the only thing that's going to get me, I'm not sure if I should do it. What do you guys think? It's the valve check. I know that's coming up maybe in the next 2 or 3 service intervals from now, but I might do that. I'd have to check my manual to figure out. I forget how many miles you have to check that, but man, that's the only thing. But aside from that, I know that these bikes go for easily 60, 70, 80,000 miles. Some have reported going past 100, 120,000 miles with no problem, or at least minimal issues, most of which were just maintenance related. So yeah, guys, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. It is a beautiful day here in Virginia. I've been away from Virginia for the past 5 weeks. I've been in Colorado Springs, but check out some of my videos. I rented a couple of bikes while I was over there, a Harley Sportster 1200 and a Bonneville T120. I had the pleasure of riding all up and down from Denver to Colorado Springs and back, and going through Garden of the Gods and all that stuff, and just I haven't even put up all the footage I have. It's just I got a lot of footage. So, but I'm back, and I have the pleasure of riding my own bikes right now. I'm going to be here for the next 2 weeks, and then I'm heading back to Colorado Springs, and maybe I'm going to rent a couple bikes while I'm over there. I should be there for another month and a half or 2. So again, guys, thanks so much for the support. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, share it. I really appreciate your support. I mean, it's something that takes just a second, yet it helps out my channel so much, and it just motivates me to just keep creating content for you. And so yeah, let's just keep on revving, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys have a good one. Later.